what's the matter, you? Hey, what you gotta say? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Look at me. Alright, the puppies are out. The puppies are out. I like to wear something nice with the teeth and all. I got till September. I think my appointment's September 1st. Okay. How's the fam? How's everybody doing? By the way, I have not heard other than, well, I did hear one birthday and we put her on, but I didn't hear any other birthdays or anniversaries. If you got a subscription from me, it's because I like the way you move and I like the way you think. And this is an interactive channel. You hear? And I want individuals with individual thoughts, logical, if you will, chemical symbols and all that jazz, truth tellers, whistleblowers, I don't know, flute players, whatever, man. Just come on board. Let's all just, I'm part of the fam. If you'd like to support the channel, I'm just going to go with Ziva Mona Lisa and PayPal because I just got a crazy email talking about Cash App and a lawsuit. So, don't do that. And then also, I have Venmo, but I got the same thing for them. Is this just something or is this not real? I know PayPal's real. I've had Venmo. Cash, I don't know why I got that. Also, eventually, once we monetize, we're going to be doing the cookie jar. Keep it in mind. It's in case, you know, get a flat tire, poop your pants, whatever. Alright. Alright. You know what time it is? It's time for the news. Take news. Yep, it was extra Jewy. It's Jew Central here. Did I ever tell you that somebody did put Jewy in one of my comments? It was like when I first started, and that's hilarious. Yeah, you know what? There probably are some Jews down the line. I know that, like, my name from Germany is Raschenberger, so that's like very Jewy. And I think we had a Moses. I think there was a Moses involved. Today our prayers go to Frankie Jr., Frankie Sr., and Sandra, or Sandy. Also to Nicole Atkinson. I just saw a live she did. She looks great. Boy, she looks so good. And I also want everybody to keep in mind that every time I do this, and I talk about Watts, it's accumulative, it's my own opinion. I feel like there's a lot more to this than they think. And unfortunately, I just got more dates, so I'll tell you later. But yeah, I don't want it to be looked upon poorly. And if the Franks, Frank plural, and Sandra don't want me to do it, I won't do it. I'll take it right off. I have no problem doing that. Also, Frankie has a GoFundMe type situation. I put it up on my community because he's suing. I love this. He's suing the Watts Island people. Yeah! Let the bodies hit the floor! Yes! 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 Get him! Get him good, Frankie. You getting him real good, buddy. Man, if I had money, I'd be the first one. I tell you what, he's doing pretty good. He's over half so far. I didn't even know he had a YouTube channel, so I actually found it, and so that's one of my YouTube channel recommendations. It's Frankie Jr. I just love that kid. It just reminds me of, like, the perfect young man, you know what I mean? He's just such a nice young man. And on his channel and another, I think his dad does stuff too, but I didn't look it up. I didn't get those deets. But I saw them both the Franks. Frank. Okay. And then it was on MommyRamblinsBlog or something like that. It's rambling or rambling. I can't tell. Okay, you hear? I do not see well. So whatever. I said whatever. God. Alright, try not to do that. But God. Okay. So, yeah, they were both on there. Because the woman, the Ramblins, she is friends with Sandra. And she's like, listen, this is all a bunch of crap. Everybody cut it out. There's people making money on a tragedy, and it's wrong. What's wrong with you? And I guess they were getting, this was, I gotta say it, I'm not sure if it was 3 months ago or 3 years ago. You know me. But it basically said, like, breaking news, you know, something like that. The lies. The lies. And the stuff that was said, they were like, no, that literally sounds like a script. Like, that's not even real. Like, anything in that's not real. And you see Frankie Jr. holding Dieter going, yeah, that is the dumbest thing I ever heard. You guys, that's so dumb. And I was like, you get him, Frankie Jr., you adorable little man. Okay. All right. Love him. Okay. I guess I have a non-sexual crush on Frankie Jr. That's what I'm saying, okay? If he's not going to be my son, which is a little late for that. Actually, how old is he? He's way too old to be my son. That's my official stance on that. But then again, I'm almost 20 years old. Yeah, I can't do that. Never could do that. Not that it'd be a chance, but no. All right. And then, so MommyRamblinsBlog. Is it bad when you think someone that young is cute? Like, is that bad? Is that like a perverta thing? Like, I'm not a pervert too. I'm the ta, like, that kind of the purple pie man always comes back to the purple pie man. Right when you think you got what you got, it's a pie man, girl. And then another YouTube channel I'm recommending y'all is a magical forest music. It is beautiful. I have it on right now, but I'm afraid to move the phone because I'm a dummy. I ain't dumb. I am? Shit. Okay. The music I recommend is Dosed by the Chili Peppers. The red hot ones. The red hot, not any other color. No purple, don't you bring me purple pepper. Wait a minute, purple pepper ears. Wait a minute, purple pie man. It's the pie man. He doesn't want peppers, botch. God. You know, you bring up purple and everybody just come around it. Like, what? Like, big old purple dinosaur talking about I love you. I don't love you. No, I don't love you. Who told you that I loved you? I barely love myself. I got dosed by you and closer than most to you. And what am I supposed to do? Take it away, I never had it anyway. Take it away and everything will be okay. Dosed. Red hot chili pepper. Okay, the sign I would like to do. I saw a sign with another baby. Is the sign of America's Sign Language Today, baby. Is Jesus. That's because, according to something, I'm going to say scripture, but it ain't right, honey, it ain't right, or possible, that the old nails went through right here. Right? That's what they keep telling us. It's not true. They went here. It actually doesn't go here. They went here. But this is the sign I think you use your middle finger like, you know, maybe I'm just thinking of la 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 la. Otherwise I'm like saying Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Okay, so our sign is Jesus. All right. Yes, I think it's a middle finger. Ah, it is. Did I just give Jesus a middle finger? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. These are all Watts related things because, mind you, he is really into that Bible. He is up in that Bible. I'm going to talk about a whole bunch of nonsense today, in case you haven't noticed. Whatever. And I haven't heard any tellings. Y'all give me half deets on these talents. I need the whole talent. And I need you to say, listen, girl, you and your toothless face need to take my talent and put it in its place. Wait there before I go get that mace. Don't get me started. I swear. Gosh. Gosh darn it. Gosh. Gosh, guys. Golly. Woo! Alright, so nobody's got talent lately, is that it? What, we're just a bunch of squares? Well, not me, man. I'm the octagon. You better run, honey. You better run. Get in that starter stance. You better run, champ. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not as fast as I used to be. You can pretty much walk. Yeah, I got bad news now. Back? Oh, yeah, back shot. Blue shot. On my neck. Well, I've had it stood on a few times. I've also been, by the cops, of course. But they were doing the only thing they knew how at that time. They didn't have any choices. Not at that time. At that time, that was the logical choice. Here, it really truly was. It really was. I'm not bashing the blue. Not me. No, ma'am. Not me. We gotta respect each other, for crying out loud. Even though they lied to me about that ambulance ride. I said, I'll jump off that bridge and no, girl. Anyway, since nobody's talented. Retro Rosey. That would be me today. This is... Show everybody my who. I'm just kidding. Oh, that's close. Ooh, that was close. Okay, now it's still close. Back up, God. All right, fine. First one, Rosey. I got a dress with a bunch of grooves on it. Aren't that cute? Yeah, it's upside down. Turn your head. Whatever, man. You don't even try. Think you're gonna come up here and try? Hey, you want to buy it? Send me an email. Oh my God, like. What, like I'm supposed to throw out digits? Am I just saying? Yeah, I changed it. I can't have another. I gotta use all the Wattsisms I could use in one spot. I can't take a what and mix it with the what. It's just not right. It's un-American, and I for one, will not do that. Okay, so yeah, now it's called Just Saying. And they're just saying is, all good things come to those who wait. But I would also like to point out, as poignant as that they're saying is, it's important to remember that doesn't mean that you don't prepare. So you must prepare as you wait. And it will come. And when it does, you're ready with all them deets. All the deets. Thank you to everybody who's been la 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 la. Talk about WATT. La 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 la. You know we like to get up in the booty. I got one of those out there. I think I sang another one too. Oh, I did the counting flowers on the wall. Don't bother me at all. I love that song. I put that on our community too, I think, so. Playing solitaire till dawn on the deck of 51. If you've ever seen that video, it is 1966, but you know Bethany Frankel? You know her like I do, right? We're good friends. We go over there in the what? No, we don't. But you know what? What? You got something to say now? With the whats? Because we're talking about whats? You got something to say? What? Anyway, one of the guys looks just like her ex-husband. I swear. Hand on Bible. Hand on the Bible, baby. Baby cakes. Alright. Here we go. It's time for the leads. The leads on the street. Seats on the streets. Who you gonna meet when you're running down the streets? Talking about meets and Watson treat. Oh, treats, tricks, and Hey. What do you say? Talk about butt sex every day. Looking for a double penny if you may. Oh, you're not a bottle. You're a plastic bottle. You're gonna make a sea turtle real sick, you sack of shit alkaline. Okay. See, I can't slurp that tea, you hear? Sorry to let you down. Alright. Here's all some deeds. I want y'all to keep in mind. This is accumulative, you hear? Just putting these deeds together, you hear? I'd also like you to keep in mind that the Rzuceks, oh God, I don't think I say that right, do not believe NK has anything to do with it. And they said, please stop with all this breaking news. Breaking news. The breaking news is Chris Watson's in jail and it's never getting out. He's going to prison, sir. He's got a prison pocket, perhaps. That's what I'm saying. That's the breaking news. If you had something like Chris Watts does a double penny up in the penny, dude, they'd be like quadruple penny. So the double penetration up in the penitentiary. So let's we gotta do something with that. That's just too easy. With the watts and the pennies, come on. What are we doing here? What are we seriously doing? Come on, do it. All right, I'll do it later. All right. So this is no disrespect to the family in any way. Like I said, if anybody finds this like if the family themselves, not Chris Watts' family. No. The Rzuceks. Them. That's who I care about. That's it. Not those sacks of crap over there. Don't get me started. You got me started? Oh, you're right, I did. You're right, I put this all over the world. I did get started. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so they're not with it. Anyway, is what I'm saying. But I've got to ask you this, though. The only reason why I don't ask a question, well, maybe I'll get to that question at some point. Okay, so the only reason why I say this is because, like, if I'm trying not to be disrespectful to the family members. So, but if you've ever spoke on a crime, obviously you don't know their family. I mean, we all know about, shoot, we're in America, we're still talking about Captain Hook or whatever over in England getting all the prizes. You hear? Sheesh, we're in America. I gotta tell you what right now, though, seriously, like, I think I've had it with the Red X people. Like, I don't like the way they move. The fact that somebody actually put for whom is so ignorant. And it's so pompous that I'm like, wow. Like, I roll on the ground like, wow. And then I got some corn on the cob, and I was like, I'm going to make Greek corn. I ain't got teeth. I can't eat it. So I was like, wow. And then Groove come over, and he's like, where's the watermelon, Ma? I'm like, Groove, if you throw up again, I swear to God, I'm going to put you in this Greek corn. And he was like, please don't. Like, you know what? That would be silly. Why would I do that? Why would I ever do that? Oh, shite. I forgot the medical terminology. Here we go. Again, boys, what we talking about? What? All right. Hyperkinesis. Oh, you'll be an English teacher soon. Try to say hyperkinesis. Fine. So the hyper is a prefix, meaning excessive. Hyper. Your kid's hyper, ma'am. Excessive. Your child's excessive, ma'am. The kinesi /o. That just means, like, if it's going to end in something, it's going to end in O. If it's not ending in all this other crap. Anyway, if If you gotta put it in between a word, maybe put it in the O, is what I'm saying too. So that means movement. That's your root word. And then I'm like, IS, and I'm like, well, what's IS mean, you know? What's the IS mean? I know ITIS is inflammation. What's this mean? IS. Look, I was through my book for like 20 minutes, and it just kept saying stupid stuff like IS, parentheses, go to page 329. I go to page 329, it's like IS. Go to index. I'm like, index? Wait. And then it's like IX. 430. I'm like, what? 420, yes. 430, no. Anyway, it says noun ending. I'm like, what do you mean noun ending? What about a suffix? Remember how we learned about that? What's that about? Anyway, it means excessive muscle movement. Excessive. Which is what was happening during all that butt sex. So they were doing hyperkinesis in the double pennies. Now in the penny with the double penny. Everybody talking about the hanging on the coin. Like, hey, show me your dress. Pull it up real good. It's gonna be a mess. Alright. So they don't believe all the mishigas about the NK sitch. In fact, the mom wouldn't even go on screen because she's like being in a way like she's gonna get you. Don't bring up her child. She's gonna get you. And she's like, I can't even go on the screen because I won't stop. Like, I'm gonna be mad as hell. Like, you can't even. Like, don't. So like I said, this is a cumulative, all my opinion. We're just trying to figure something out because something ain't right. Something ain't right in the buttercream. Something rotten in the buttercream. So yeah, please stop with the breaking news. I agree. That is crap. Did I mention I'm going to drag a beat? Yeah, we're going to do this. I've already started the, I've downloaded 3 types of software. I just want to see which one I want to do. The one station I've already downloaded her, content, so to speak. So, tough crap if you think you're going to get away with anything, ma'am. That kind of sounded like something that, like, you're so gross on the internets. You can't stop me. Alright. We all know my theory. I'm going to nutshell it. Roll with it, but we gotta keep going over it because this is not the whole point of my channel at all, but this is something that really grinds my gears, you know? I love Family Guy. It grinds my gears. I love Family Guy so much. Every time oh my god, it's so funny. In those movies, when they're bringing up that Flash, Cola, he's bigger than one of us. Like, I love that. Like, that's hilarious, because there's no reason that man should have been Flash. There's no reason any of that. Alright, so, my point is, we'll start, you know, we really want to start in a way. She left Thursday night, Shalane. I'm going to be using the SW for Shalane Watts, the CW for Chris Watts, the NK for Butt Sex McGee, and NA for Nicole Atkinson, and Zunya for Frankie, and Frank for Frank, and might say some other mistakes though, and for sure all we know what's going on. You know I'm a Chucha McGee. Chucha, why you the chucha? I can't help it. Alright, so me theory, I've noticed I do this a lot, and I'm like, dang girl, you gotta figure out a different way. Like, everybody's looking at your white ass head, like, what are you doing? Stop swearing. That's what you could start doing. Right now, I should stop swearing. I should. I'm gonna go. Okay, you're right. Alright, so, if I were them, if I was NK, I'd be running through that house. Really, truly, like running through that house. When I think it was Frank's interview, he said that the guy next door gave him a holler and said, you know, it's really weird, but CW's been taking SW's truck down the street like 3 or 4 times in a week. Isn't that weird? Alright. Now we got NK. The timeline, too, it just I don't even know where to start, honestly. Like, I've been watching a lot this weekend. So what I would like to say about what I've been watching a lot... Okay. Oh, I mentioned it, right? No, I didn't. I didn't mention all of them. I will at the end. Today, specifically, I was watching different things. I watched Frankie Jr. I watched the Mama Ramblings podcast. And I watched another one. I'm starting to get resentful. Just a little bit about that Red X situation. I don't like the fact that I was watching today. Because her stuff just came out. Rolling in. And she said something like, the day that all the information was released, the court system crashed for 6 hours because of people trying to get all the discovery. She goes, and I was one of them. You're one of them. You're one of the people that made that. Ma'am, you are in UK? What if her parents wanted that and they couldn't get it because you way out there, all the way out there past Mars, all the way, take 1,000 planes, buses, trucks. You're a bunch of schmucks. Why the hell would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you go on and talk about, hey, it crashed because of me? Like, what's wrong with you? Seriously, I actually put her, I said, she's got the deeds. And now that I'm watching it, I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like the way they're doing it, the way they're talking. They're acting like they're talking like psychologically and criminally and, you know, PhDs and this and that. I got a PhD too. It's a little different. I'm going to hit you in the head with it. It's not cool. It's just not cool. Anyway, so I think they drove separately to the big fish market, the dirty dog stand. And like I said, they went into 2 dirty dogs at night. They had to go to a second one for whatever reason. To the fish market. She head off to the Battery. He went home. Let the babysitter go home. He was later than he should have been also. I think he was supposed to be home at like around 9 or 10, 9. And he didn't come home till like 11:30. Now remember, Shanann was supposed to come home at 11:30. Maybe they changed their plans because he put, what did he say? Holy crap, that's a long time. So the plans got messed up right there, right? So she went to the Battery, opened it up, left the rake handle for him for later. Made those marks in the sand for whatever reason. In the meantime, he's home. Doing whatever. Okay. I don't even know where to start. I like to leave the middle out because there's too much jamming. At the end of it, if it worked, they would have had the work boots in the truck, Shanann's, and NK would have drove it to the site. They would have left the boots or thrown them away. They would have thrown them away and taken them. It didn't matter if it was going to blow up. And I think that the point was that Shanann was supposed to blow up the oil thing. They were going to leave a note saying how angry she is. She's a vindictive woman, remember? So how angry she is. And she's going to blow up. She blew up. She goes all the way back. She's in a shallow grave. It's a shallow grave because it's her impact. That was on purpose. The rake handle was there on purpose so he could use it to close the hatches when he's done. when she would go meet him, he changed boots, had different treads on them, all that jazz. If something happened, now if it blew up, it wouldn't even be like their beach treads. So I'm not really sure where that comes in sometimes. So like I said, I'll think of this stuff and I'm like, wait a minute. Also, the morning of, we know that he left at around 5:35 a.m. He didn't come back to that house until around 5:55. Okay? That's a long time. I'm watching the one YouTube channel that's friends with them, and she said that Jim wasn't in town that night. Right? The next day, I mean. So Jim was in town on Monday or Sunday or something like that? What are you talking about? I feel like this Jim guy is someone that she had an affair with, and they got busted, and the wife probably took him back, and then he's still involved with her. If there's a secret calculator, guess who found that out? Who would put that into Chris Watts' ear about a secret calculator app? Someone who's been using a secret calculator app. There's something up with that Jim guy. I don't get it. I feel like, you know how they keep bringing up that black magic? No, that's not true. I don't feel that at all. I'm kind of somewhat intuitive with stuff. I'm not feeling that, but what I do kind of see, just a little bit, what if they had a threesome? Did you see? Yeah, I think I'm onto something. I think something just shook the phone. I think that's what that black magic, talking about dark stuff in her house, in her apartment. I think, you know who? Good old Jim. Leave Jim out of this. I think he came home. They were kind of like, and I think maybe they brought some shrooms or something. It doesn't even matter. Like, maybe they brought some stuff, you know, maybe some Molly or whatever, had some fun, because this guy's never done that stuff. She wants to do first things with him, and it's really important to her. First things. You ever expand your mind with Molly? No. You ever expand your mind with this? You ever expand your mind with that? You know what I mean? Like, you ever try, cocaine? Like, really, like, seriously, there's something that she wanted to be the first in. And if he's never had a threesome and she's already messed around with Jim, to her, that's already like old territory, so it's not a big deal. She hits that again. Something else I noticed, I was on the WhatsApp session. Wow, how cool. Heidi was there for me, one of our family members. Heidi, love you. And thank you to everybody who's been who has noticed that I'm trying. So thank you very much. I'm trying not to say I'm trying not to say I'm trying not to swear, I'm trying not to gurgle my grossness. The heck? Okay. So something I heard her say just at the tail end of that. And by the way, thank you so much, Kelly. If you ever see this, thank you so much. What a cool opportunity, I was so excited. I'm still excited. It's only been like day 2. So anyway, she said, that place has been up for sale for years. Meaning the oil site that all this happened at. You know that not only did NK work at Anadarko, and CW work at Anadarko, her dad worked at Anadarko. Wonder what his position was. Don't you find it odd that if a man walks in to an FBI interrogation and shuts it down and also works at the same place that the other 2 suspects work at and can accomplish that? And from what I've heard, word on the curb, and she's friends with Rourke, the DA. What if they had some kind of you know how it is, like shell company situation, stocks, bonds, all that crap? You had money invested in that. What if it would have been beneficial to blow that up? And what if they looked into it, any authorities, and could get the paper trail back to NK's dad and the DA? Because that would make sense why the DA's not talking and he's shutting everybody down. It's a witch hunt. Is it though? That sounds like something who knows that family would say. That sounds like a personal relationship to me. Don't you think that's odd? Look at the Murdochs. Think about the Murdochs, and then think about D.A. Rourke. Just think about that. How long could that have gone on? If he wasn't on as much drugs as he was and didn't get as sloppy as he did, and things didn't happen as quickly as it did, sounding so very familiar to this, doesn't it? Then he would have never got caught. And all of his friends knew what he was doing, how he was. Everybody knew who he was and how he was. So it's not like that's news. It's not breaking news. I just think that's odd. That's been bothering me. And Sandra said, if we thought NK was in it, trust me, we would have been all over that. Don't you think we've already looked? Don't you think we've already looked into it? Don't you get it? Don't you get it? I absolutely think she looked into it. I absolutely think she'd show up on that man's doorstep. I absolutely think she would hunt down that kid. There's no doubt in my mind. But I really do think that because of the situation and how deep it goes and how far back it goes, think about that man that they said died in prison and he owned an island and all the people that flew there and all the crap that happened. Do you think they wanted that man to get caught? Do you know how many years they put that off? A long time. A long. It takes a documentary for them to do anything about that? What are you talking about? He was under suspicion from the FBI, yes. They've been recording him, but nobody really stopped it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nuts. It's just crazy. Same thing with that other jerk that, Kelly. Man, there was video of him doing this. Remember they did it on Chappelle with the Hershey's chocolate? It was so foul. Anyway, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I get it. But there's stuff that you're shielded from. Number one, because of the trauma. Number two, because it's so insanely close to home. And there are just things you can't see. Now, if I were her, I'd be like, girl, there's things you can't see. Don't you think I know things that you don't know? Obviously, number one, you don't know us. Number two, I'm the one that gets to see the stuff and this and that. And I get that. And I also know that people do put false videos out with a lot of false information. And I'm the person watching all of it. So I totally understand that. But for some reason, I just can't believe that this woman had nothing to do with this. I just absolutely cannot believe it. Like, I won't subscribe to that. I can't. There's too much. Too much. And it has to do with that site. And the stuff that they were saying on this particular video is that he was talking about Chris was scared and all this crap, and people were chasing him, and that he didn't do it, and somebody else did, and he had to go wait. You know, here's the thing with Chris. Everything he says has a truth and a lie in it. So if you could take half of his sentence out, I'm going to read you some. I'm going to read you some sentences he says. This is from Dylan. When Dylan, that was the guy that wrote the 14-page book. Man, that is taking advantage. That is absolutely taking advantage of a terrible situation. It had nothing in it of any use. It was terrible. You shouldn't have done it. If you want to do something else about jail. Do those devotionals you talking about so much, brother. But it's not cool to do what you did because You knew it wasn't right. You knew it wasn't real. You knew it. You knew it. Now you just made another convict look bad when that could have been a good opportunity for you to actually put something real out there and do something, but you didn't. And then to put it over 3 books and have one book be like 16 pages, what a jerk. Seriously, what a jerk. And you know what? It's good that all those YouTube, like one person downloads that thing and everybody's got it, and that's what you get. I hope you didn't make any money off of it. It's disgusting. I'm glad that thing got taken off. It's stupid. If there's stuff you gotta say, then say it. But don't bring up the death of a terrible, terrible tragedy. This is beyond any brother stuff. Talking about my brother, we're soul brothers, and this, and that's a disgrace. That's blasphemy. That's wrong. That's taking the Bible and brotherhood and using it and twisting it and talking like you're monks and shit, and you're not. You're convicts. You're convicts writing about the Bible, and you get out and do exactly what you're not supposed to do in the Bible. Did I mention I'm gonna drag a bitch? Alright. He says, I was gonna skip work and spend the day with Shanann. This is in Dylan's stupid book. Alright, the reason why I'm saying this is because there's always one lie and one truth. So let's think about that. I was gonna skip work and spend the day with her. He's talking about NK. He was referencing SW. He's referencing he was gonna spend it with Shanann. So that's him saying the truth and a lie all in one. I was going to take off work. I was going to spend the day with her. That's who he was going to spend the day with. Okay, yes he was. I had my girls with me, and their mother was home dead. I really regret reading that just now. Perhaps we could start all over in North Carolina. Nicole was calm about the whole thing. We talked about it a long time. We decided we would make the girls make it look like they'd gone missing. Just go to work like you're supposed to, she said. She would take care of it. I never wanted any of this. Did you have help? And he goes, he was silent. He goes, Jezebel? And he's like, yep. He said, did you have help? Yes, I did. Who? Yes, Jezebel. Yes. I should have cast myself in the grave that was dug for them. That doesn't even make sense. None of it does. None of that makes sense. It's stupid. It makes me angry. So he had to sign the house over to the parents because he owes them money. I think it's $3 million and 8% a year, something like that. It got held off and got held off for evidence. Boy, that stinks. So they had to keep waiting and keep waiting and keep waiting for this jerk. Wow. Said didn't have an, oh wow, I forgot about this. Oh my goodness, I forgot about this. Oh my goodness. They sent him the paperwork to sign over the house, and he said, I didn't have an envelope, and that's why I couldn't send it, so I lied to them. Really? You lied to them? You? No, not you. You're a good boy. You do what you're told. And he said he just didn't want to. So he lied to him. He said, didn't have the envelope to send them a signed agreement. Said he didn't want to, so I just lied to him. NK was nice, not controlling, sold me a dream and brought me a nightmare. Ooh, you're a poet, you didn't know it. Too bad you can't publish those. I won't sign it till I can figure out what I'm doing. Why would you not sign it? What do you think? that house is going to have for you? What makes you think that you deserve anything in that house? What makes you think that if you owe the parents, what, millions of dollars, that, what do you mean you got to think about it? What are you thinking about? Butt sex? She held me and told me it will just be the two of us. And K. That's funny. DL said he is manipulated by CW. He truly sounded like the perfect father and husband. Boy, this guy sounds like a genius too. We got a bunch of smart people. I think that Dylan can go live with the dumbass DeSalvo's brother. They could go hang out and talk about how nice DeSalvo was, how he would loosen the ties on the victims when he was the Green Man. He loosened them. Somebody said they were tight. He loosened them. He wouldn't hurt anybody. Is it before or after he took a knife and made a bullseye in a woman's breasts? Sir. Alright. I'm gonna have to resume. I get so doggone mad, you know I do. There's so many deeds though, seriously. There are so many deeds. Like, I can't keep up with all the deeds. Reasons for an explosion, okay? So, like I said, you don't even need to be there. You can light it from down the street. She had just posted Facebook, can't wait to get home to my man. And when Shanann was waiting to get on an airplane that was supposed to be home at 11:30, doesn't get home till after that, one something. SW, you will never get them. Oh, he said that she said, you'll never get the kids. See what I'm saying? That was totally gonna be it. Killing herself would be understood. The refinery, they've been trying for years. Yep, stock spawns, highly money, shell corporations. This is all my opinion. I'd like to say that maybe like the dad and Rourke might have some kind of a connection. So during all of this, too, keep in mind there was a massive area searched. Cops, dogs, volunteers. CW said he can't remember what the kids were wearing. How come the babysitter did? Just stupid piece of crap. The dog, Dieter, was supposed to go to NK. Can you believe that? Do you believe she wanted the dog? I saw that with Frankie and everybody. Frankie holding the dog and them all saying that like she was supposed to get the dog. Yeah, wait, I might have just put two things together, but I know that it's the same podcast that Mommy Ramblings podcast. She said Dieter was supposed to go to NK. Can you flippin' imagine? How dare her? I think she had a boxer too. Like, why would you do that? Anyway, I'm gonna call it late right now. What's the matter? Hey, what do you guys say? Hey, leave me a comment. God bless you, your families. Have a beautiful, blessed day.